Hello and welcome to Encrypted Inc. I'm your host, Dan, encrypted, decrypting ASX and crypto for you. Big shout outs to Perth Crypto Group and Perth Crypto Crew. If you want to learn more about crypto, get onto both of these groups. The Perth Crypto Crew also has a Discord, which you can find if you join the group. Also, a mention about Let's Talk Crypto, Perth, Western Australia. The meetup is this Wednesday at 6 p.m. at Grand Bar and Bistro. Shout out to Bailey for organising that. Also, another shout out to Bailey. He has a YouTube channel called Mr. Crypto 99. Check out his YouTube channel, guys. He's a legit leverage trading gun. So check out his YouTube channel. That's Mr. Crypto 99. And another shout out to I hope I'm saying this right, Mako Louise, Crypto Mako. She has a channel regarding gaming chart analysis, leverage trading, a lot of tutorials there regarding that. So get on board to that. This is Crypto Mako's YouTube channel, so you can go check that out there. And this is also Mr. Crypto 99. Right, let's get into, it's 5 minutes before the US market opens up. So let's get into just some movers in the crypto market in the last 7 days. OKB was a big mover at 66.7% over the last 7 days. What is OKB? They are an exchange. Gaining a lot of momentum at the moment, this particular exchange, a lot of talk going around OKB, especially in the Perth Crypto Crew chats. So that's one to watch. Also, Thorchain, big mover there at 63.7%. Shib Inu had a massive run probably just over a week ago. Is now starting to taper off a little bit. It's at 35.5% gain over the last 7 days. Shib Inu is a meme or hype coin, if you want to call it that. It's basically based off Elon Musk and his dog Floki. Harmony is a smart contracts platform, up 36.7%. So have a look at that. Near is an interesting one, and I'll talk a bit on this show about Near. They're another smart contracts platform. So yeah, I'll talk about both of those. So Thor is an interesting one. So what is Thorchain? Thorchain is a decentralized liquidity network with an interoperable blockchain that allows cross-chain token swaps in a non-custodial manner. It does not peg or wrap assets, but simply allows users to swap tokens across various layer 1 blockchains. So traders on Thor can seamlessly move from Bitcoin to Ethereum to Polkadot and etc. without having to register for an exchange or go through KYC like on a centralized exchange. Hence, users are minimally exposed to custody and counterparty risks. Interesting space on Thorchain. I think that's quite an interesting little project. If you want to know more about Near as well, I've just checked out their Twitter. I think it's great. They have the Nearnauts, so they're getting into the NFT space, and this is just a little bit about them, or just about some of the artwork that they're going to probably be launching at some stage on Near. And also interesting point about Near, which I thought was great, was this mentioned in their Twitter feed, and that was just regarding, I'll just read it out to you actually, but last but not least, to quench your thirst, we've got beers, DB Brew Co, a decentralized brewery built on Near for the occasion. Buy an NFT and redeem it for beautiful Italian beer. You can't ask for a better way of bringing on and off-chain worlds. Saluti. So that's an interesting space where Near's going with that. And I think that's actually great. It's sort of incorporating the real world with crypto. As you know, crypto is probably being seen more as like the digital world as such. But this is now trying to incorporate, real world items or things into that space. So interesting one there on Near, or the Near protocol. All right, a little bit on Shib Inu. So 20%, it plummets to as Elon Musk reveals he owns none. I'm not going to harp too much about this, but I have this highlighted. So Shib Inu, The recently surging Dogecoin-inspired ERC20 token suffered a 20% retracement in 2 hours as Tesla founder and hypothetical Doge CEO Elon Musk announced to Twitter that he does not hold any Shiba Inu tokens. The retracement came after Shib surged past its previous all-time high to tag a local top of 0.0000, I hope I got that right, 44 on Sunday, following more than 500% rally since the start of October. Amid the token's bullish price action, Twitter user Shib Inu Hodler asked Musk how much SHIB he was holding, to which Musk responded, none. That's interesting news on just a meme or a hype coin. It's always good and just generally to have even just a little bit of money in some type of hype coin, especially anyone that is tied to Elon Musk. Even if it doesn't do anything, you don't have to put your house on it, but just something small, very small into any of these coins like this is quite interesting, because if someone tweets about it and retail investors and people just keep piling in when that happens, prices go up quite high. So it's just my 2 cents of that. It's not financial advice, of course. Invest at your own risk and do your research. Let's have a look here. What else have we got? We got some Ethereum news. So Ethereum eyes rally against Bitcoin, with ETH price showing hidden bullish divergence. I'll just talk about this highlighted section here. Ether dropped in its value against Bitcoin by almost 25% after topping out in September at 0.07955 BTC. As the top altcoin declined, it's left behind a trail of lower highs and lower lows, thus forming an ascending channel. I'll talk about that also with my chart that I'm going to bring up about that. Later, ETH BTC broke the channel to the upside on Saturday, raising anticipations about strong extended recovery trend, but a sell-off on Sunday and the ongoing session has had traders test the channel's resistance trend line as support. This is actually a little bit, I won't even talk about because it's already here, but you can see that, yeah, so this has got like a ascending channel, I guess you would say here, but it is testing the highs at that particular point in time of that particular channel. Very interesting. This is why I'm doing my recording now as Wall Street opens, just to see what's really going on and if any whale activity will be happening, or hedge funds or institutions are getting on board crypto at this point in time. Some other news in crypto. I met up with Jay at the last Let's Talk Crypto Perth meeting. This is Jay's and others. There are others such as Liam, who I didn't meet, or Ed or M. But this is Bitbotbakery. I think this is an interesting space here. So it's crypto trading on autopilot. So yeah, trading is hard. Trading takes a lot of time. It's very emotional. So it's pretty much sort of automated trading in a way. Also, it's through an NFT. Get paid when your strategies are used by other customers during trading. Here's a little bit about it. So if you want to check it out, go to bitbotbakery.com. I'm going to put the link to this, as well as Mr. Crypto 99 and Mako, Crypto Mako's YouTube channel in my description after this live stream. What was interesting when I spoke to Jay about this was that he's getting involved in the NFT space, and he showed me basically a picture of anyone. It could be yourself or a friend, and then the computer generates an image from that original image of a person. And it can be very abstract, and it can also be not so abstract. And I spoke to Jay about this, and watch this space, because we may be doing an NFT giveaway. I'll have to speak to Jay more about this, but he did mention that we can possibly do an NFT giveaway on the channel. So stay tuned for that, for potentially getting a chance to win, to have an NFT from Bitbotbakery. All right, let's have a look at the markets then, now that we've got all that underway, and US markets would undoubtedly be open by now. So let's go into that. Where are we? Yep, they are open and they're opening up in the green. So the S&P 500 index is 0.16% in the green. The NASDAQ is 0.56% in the green. And the Dow Jones is about even now, but it's just still in the green at 0.01%. Positive news for especially for a Monday in the States that they are opening in the green. The Dow Jones has slightly slipped under there. So potentially what we can see is the ASX also possibly in the green as well tomorrow when trading opens. Given, this remains the same, of course, as that, the American markets do close in the green. Just some on other markets also. This is Monday today. It's 9:34 p.m. So the ASX was open. It closed 0.34% in the green. Excuse me. On the S&P 200 index, and the All Ordinaries closing at 0.36%. I've got some interesting news on the ASX as well, but I won't get into that just yet. I'm actually going to talk about the charts in regarding to Bitcoin and Ethereum. So I'll just move this up so I can get some. Let's have a look. Yeah. Okay. So this is Bitcoin here. So we've seen quite a large movement in Bitcoin. Probably, I mean, you can go all the way back here to its low on the 29th of September here, and then it's seen quite a nice little, you can call it run that's happened here until we reach a peak on the 21st of October at approximately 99,029 AUD, Australian dollars. Since then, we've seen probably just a bit of a sell-off that just happened through here. But what I could personally see here is that we're forming another consolidation channel here, and it's just between these three trend lines that I've put in here. Now, what's interesting is that we've tested this low coming out of the run that we've just had here once, twice, three times, and now we're starting to spring up. Now, Shane from the Perth Crypto crew is big on the, I guess, testing that level, this particular level 3 times and then seeing it right up. And Shane, you're right on, it just did it yet again. 3 tests of a lower level there, and then it just rose up. So now where are we going to go from here? Well, to be honest, considering that Wall Street's now opened up in the green, and I believe that the crypto market's pretty much going to do the same, I think we're going to just get through this median level here, which is between the highs of exiting the bull run within forming these 2 channels. I think we could probably continue up on this trajectory for quite some time. Now, the interesting thing that I would want to see is that if we keep running up higher, are we going to break through this top high that we've received previously when we basically exited the bull run? I think that's going to be key. I can also see here a lot of the altcoins are already starting to move, and I think this is basically a lot of altcoin seasons, and it started probably a lot earlier than this. So it'll be an interesting space for altcoins coming up in the future, in my prediction. And also an interesting time for Bitcoin if we can break through that level of approximately 88,600 Australian dollars. Now, I won't go into Ethereum too much. It's pretty much doing the same thing. It also came out of the bull run there, entered into this particular channel here. So it's actually sitting a bit higher here, and it's sort of testing this between these 2 lines or trend lines here, and it's sort of tested it once, when it hit it again, and it's sort of trending down. But it's probably, if Bitcoin starts making a move up, which it looks like it's doing now, and it's moving quite rapidly, and so is NEAR actually. It's now 15.79% in the green. So we could probably start seeing a bit more of an upwards trend here as well. That's what I would say, not investment advice, do your own research. So that's the crypto market update. I've also talked about some of the crypto projects, the movers there. If we go into moving to the ASX now, I just want to make light on one particular stock in the ASX, and that's Kogan. The reason why I'm bringing this up was actually from one of my subscribers, Boris. Thank you for the heads up, or you just wanted to my thoughts on Kogan. What is Kogan? Kogan, if you don't know, they're an online shopping, a lot of electronic goods that you can be bought online. They don't have any stores as such, so they're purely online. I kind of like what's going on here with Kogan right now. I mean, you see here from this particular point in time, the 20th of October, it's gone down in value, or it's seen a downward trend, I should say, quite significantly. It's starting to consolidate a little bit here. As you can see, it's starting to taper off. It's probably going to go sideways for a little bit, but this is probably why I'm bullish, and this is not investment advice, why I would be bullish on Kogan at this point in time. We're heading into Christmas. People are going to be doing a lot of spending, retail spending, and Kogan is a big retail online player in that space. So watch out for Kogan would be my advice, especially heading up to Christmas. There's going to be a lot of spending, I believe, coming up to this Christmas. So I think Kogan will see quite a large increase in their retail sales. Just some interesting news about this particular point here on Kogan, where it was the 20th of October. I've just highlighted a few points. This was their minutes from their last meeting within Kogan. Now, when these minutes got released, that's when you saw a lot of downward channeling on their price. So basically, the increase in the fee pool will provide board with the ability to appoint additional directors with the requisite skills and experience as appropriate, and increase that the company will maintain the ability to pay non-executive directors remuneration at levels commensurate, I'm sorry, I can't say that word, with market rates as necessary to attract and retain directors of the highest caliber. I think before that I had another point. So shareholder approval sought to increase the maximum aggregate amount of directors' fees per financial year that may be paid by the company to its non-financial directors in a fee pool from $300,000 to $500,000 per annum to $800,000 per annum. So whether this particular news had an effect on the stock price, I don't know exactly, but it could be feasible to say it may have. There's also interesting part about Kogan as well, is just some of their highlights on their, I guess, their financials, such as gross sales, gross profit, active members, as well as their Kogan First members. Gross sales grew 21.1% year on year and 23.2% quarter on quarter to 330.5 million. Gross profit declined 1.7% year on year, but grew 31.6% quarter on quarter to 52.5 million. Active customers grew 30.7% year on year to 3,351,000. For Kogan.com, Mighty Ape had active customers of 748,000 as at September 30, 2021. Kogan First members grew 117.1% year on year and 64% quarter on quarter to 197,000. This company is doing very well. It's interesting that, again, that their prices, I mean, it's done it here before. It's seen a downward trend, and it is, after it's had this downward trend and sort of consolidated even tiny little bit at the bottom here, it's seen another upward trend. Heading into Christmas, this is probably going to be a big time of year for Kogan. Not financial advice. Do your own research. I'm just pointing out some of the things that I find out when I trade crypto and ASX daily as a full-time job. I think that's all I've got for today. That pretty much wraps up my show. Thank you for everyone for tuning in to Encrypted Inc. This is my show. I'm your host, Dan Encrypted. You can find me on Instagram at Dan Encrypted. You can find me on Facebook at Dan Encrypted. You can find me on Twitter at Dan the Encrypted Man. Thank you to all your support and all your messages since I've started this channel. You guys are all legends. I can't thank you enough. I'm sorry I can't get to all of you. But thank you again for your support, and I will see you next time.